Welcome to our discussion in celebration of Heart Month. I am excited to be joined by Stu Green, Senior VP and General Manager of Life Sciences for Veradigm, and Jenn Parrado, who is the Executive Director of Simon's Heart. We are proud supporters of Simon's Heart, which is a rapidly growing grassroots organization based in Greater Philadelphia, making huge strides in heart health for youth. Stu, tell us about how you learned about Simon's Heart.
Sure. I live in the greater Philadelphia area, and it started with a very unfortunate story. A friend and neighbor of mine lost his son.
A little boy unfortunately passed away of a treatable and detectable heart condition.
After losing their infant son, Simon, they decided to try to save other children in Simon's name.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about Simon's Heart and how you guys work with youth?
I just love hearing so much about how much you know about our history, because you really have been there with us from day one. So thank you so much to Stu, to Alicia for being such an important integral part of Simon's Heart, and to Veradigm for really advocating to prevent sudden cardiac arrest.
Simon actually had something called long QT syndrome, which they do not screen as a general practice. And it was really something that shook us all. Within the life science business, I think everybody's aware of the American College of Cardiology and the work that we do with their registries. I thought it was a natural fit for us to engage Jenn and the rest of the team there, and that's where we've gone, and we've started a really wonderful relationship.
As Stu said, Simon died 19 years ago on January 24th, 2005, and he died of sudden cardiac arrest. It was a preventable death, and he had a detectable heart condition, which is exactly what Stu just said. So our vision is a future in which children do not die from treatable and detectable heart conditions. And we do that in a few different ways. We provide free heart screenings to the community partners through Greater Philadelphia and around the country in various ways. And then we also teach CPR through our unique CPR jukebox, which is super fun. We have a giant inflatable jukebox that we travel around the country, and we provide that CPR education through song. So pick a song, grab a ball, push to the beat, surprise, you're learning CPR. So we've done that both locally here in Philly and across the country to over 250,000 people just this past year. Then over our 19 years of existence, we've provided legislation and advocacy to 17 different states have passed laws to prevent sudden cardiac arrest. And federally now we are launching a campaign to provide access to AEDs, which leads me into our Got AED program. So Got AED started back in 2017, and our vision is to provide AEDs where children learn and play.
Stu, I heard that you have a specific interest in the Got AED program because your daughter has been involved in it.
Yeah, I mean, Simon's Heart for us has been a bit of a family affair. When it first rolled out, my daughter was looking for something to kind of wrap her hands around and say, how can I contribute? And she had the first in the country fully funded AED program where she raised the money, and the AED is at Plymouth White Marsh High School.
Yeah, so I love this story so much. I was so happy to meet with Rachel and get to know her. And, it's amazing that she funded the first AED. So we just did a look back, and we know that in 2017, we had placed none. And now as of 2023, end of 2023, we placed over 400 AEDs around the country. In terms of a high school program, well beyond Got AED, we have an ambassador program now that is super robust. Since I would say Rachel was probably one of the original ambassadors before it was a full-fledged program. And now these students are fundraising for the organization. They're building their professional skills. They are having entrepreneurship opportunities to do a pitch to like someone like Veradigm and say, hey, please support Simon's Heart because of all that they're doing. And it's screened over 19,000 hearts. We've saved 140 kids' lives since then. Speak to these 140 families that their lives are forever changed because of the programming that we have done. And that's the primary way to prevent sudden cardiac arrest is through that heart screening. And then add on all the secondary measures we've taken to protect all these hundreds of thousands of students' lives through these AED programs.
Jenn, you have done such an amazing job getting young people excited about this. You mentioned your relationship with the NFL. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Because that's really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, hot off the presses, when Damar Hamlin collapsed in January of last year, the NFL formed the Smart Heart Sports Coalition. And now there are over 40 members of this coalition. It's all the national sports leagues, men, women, children, all of that. And then there are also a handful of nonprofits that are part of the coalition as well.
I would encourage anybody listening to follow Simon's Heart on social media. Advancement in cardiovascular research is a huge part of the Veradigm Life Sciences department. We have the cardio registry with the American College of Cardiology. So I love these partnerships with organizations like Simon's Heart that helps us, complement this work with these driving forces in education, awareness, advocacy, advancement in heart health.
We really could not do this work without partners like Veradigm.